just remember too, the Iranians literally throw gay people off of buildings. They don't adhere to basic human rights.
Here's the thing. Let's not do that.
No, the year 2025 in the United States is nothing like if I step foot wearing this outfit in Toronto. I can't have my hair showing. I can't wear a skirt. I can't have my arms out.
I'm telling you.
I think it's very different to live in the United States in 2025 than it is to live in Iran.
Not if you're black.
Not for everybody.
Not if you're black. Every day, we are worried. Do we have to be worried about our kids? Are our kids going to get shot because they're running through somebody's neighborhood?
I think it's important we remember there are places much darker than this country, and people who deserve rights.
Not everybody feels that way. Not everybody feels that way. Listen, I'm sorry. You know, when you think about the fact that we got the vote in 1965.
Okay, they don't have free and fair elections in Iran. It's not even the same universe.
Just try to understand from their point of view. From that point of view, this country does not do them well. Does not go.
And we shouldn't compare atrocities.
If you're talking about,
okay, but I think you know that Iran is significantly
You heard right. Miss Whoopi Goldberg is trying to compare current day United States of America. She's trying to compare our current day America with Iran. And she's pretty much saying that women in Iran who can't even go outside without their hair being covered, or they can get beat and killed, is the same thing as what black people are facing in this country currently. Not 1965 when we had segregation, not when Jim Crow was thriving, not when slavery was around, but today, no different. And then when Alyssa tries to say, look, there is a difference. Like, yes, we have problems in this country, but there are other countries that have it much worse as far as how people are treated. And for Sunny and Whoopi to sit there and say, no, it's the same thing. You can't compare. And then Sunny actually says, you can't compare atrocities. We're talking about today, right now, currently. Sunny, your son is going to Harvard Law currently. How can you sit there with a straight face and claim that your black son has it just as bad as black people living in the 1960s? Whoopi, you are a multi-millionaire. How can you sit there with a straight face and say that your experience in current day America is just as bad as Iran and USA back in the 1960s? I mean, perspective, people. We can have issues in this country, but we can also acknowledge that there are other countries that are far worse as far as their treatment of people, but the left just can't do it. But then again, if they did, then they would have a hard time screaming pro-Hamas and pro-Palestinian propaganda, because if they really deep dived, they would see that nothing about those cultures is in line with their progressive, liberal, left-wing perspective. And look, I'm not commentating on the potential war with Iran. I don't think we should go to war. I don't want to go to war. So this is not about that. This is just about the cultural differences and how chronic victims like Whoopi and Sunny will continue to play the victimhood card and not acknowledge differences, because then they have to acknowledge their own American privilege.